Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm this side of your chalk chair. And today we've got a 3 vs 3 on Tristram Plains. Playing on Team 2 as the Imperial Guard, we've got Sergeant Dimitrov. We have got Talon29 playing as the Chaos Space Marines. And we have got Ataraxia playing as the Tau Empire. Whereas on Team 1 playing as Imperial Guard, we've got E.B. Penn, that's what I'm going to go for. We have got Femboy Hive Queen ×3 playing as the Space Marines. And we've got Giziandia playing as the Imperial Guard. So a couple of players with, interesting naming conventions, but you know what? We like it. We respect all people who play these games, just so long as they, play them to a good, exciting manner. And that's what we want to see in these games here. And lots of things to talk about as these players set up a nice, diverse range of factions going on here. Do like that the Imperial Guard are in the centre. Could move down in the centre, where on Tristram Plains there are plenty of relics to be fighting over. Obviously that's how the Fire Warriors can throw down a lot of firepower. And then the Chaos Space Marines with their, Raptor... Well, they're actually going to go for Raptors. I was expecting some grenade launchers, considering who they're up against, but a couple of Raptors jumping on top of people up against double Imperial Guard players could stop them from abusing any kind of grenade launcher spam and chasing them around and such. We're going to go for a quick tier 2 from Giz over yonder, so maybe a handful of Chimeras in the early game to barrel down into the centre and make sure that, they get on top of people before they get their anti-vehicle stuff out. So yeah, cultists in the centre capturing the critical location. Whereas a Tech-Priest Engineer moving forward, I imagine there's going to be some sort of turret being placed, maybe on the floor. Oh no, roundabouts in the centre. Which, you know what? This is an acceptable use of a turret. Not building 5, not building 6, building one advanced one, so that you're able to get an early game advantage on a contested point. That's acceptable. Not building 5 or 6 around here, building 1. And I keep on harking on it in these games, but I'm going to keep on doing it until you all learn. I'm a teacher after all, that's my job. Both in school and out of school. Every day is a school day. Every event is a learning experience. Now I've got some stealth suit teams moving on around, although they'll do very little damage to the Tech-Priest engines here. Might need to see that commander coming on over there with his Psyker, so he can spot what's going on. Although, I think that the heavy bolter turret is able to all spot these guys as well, so these stealth suit teams will die pretty quickly. And without their fusion blasters, they will die quite rapidly as well. There we go, one squad has been wiped out. Oh, they look like bees. That's fun. Little yellow tower men running around. Also looks like they've got hooves as well. Bees with hooves. There we go. Here are the Imperial Guard of Sergeant Dimitrov. They've got their grenade launchers. And yeah, you see, if the cultists and the Imperial Guard have grenade launchers, they could have a lot of firepower up against the Imperial Guardsmen, but that's alright. That's okay. Probably planning something else. You've gone for double plasma generators, so maybe a quick tier 2 from this chap as well. Yeah, everyone's just deciding not to mess around with tier 1. They've moved forward, captured their little tings in the middle, and now they're just going to get as much of the good stuff out as humanly possible. I'm assuming that you guys are also doing the same. Yeah. So not much action in the early game. Everyone's just had a gentleman's agreement. The central team, or the bottom team, has captured the centre. Northern team has captured either sides of the map. And then everyone's going to wait until the big stuff comes out. Good idea to put an infantry command on the front lines, as that will help these guys, teleport from the front and the back as quick as they like. Imperial Guard moving forward. Might catch these scouts out of position. Grenade launchers giving them a little bit of a ranged advantage. That poor servitor is being done in pretty harshly. Knocked on his backside. Force commander there, not being shy or coy. Move on forward with an old slicey dice with his power sword. Space Marines having a bit of difficulty, but they've got the high ground, Anakin. They've got the high ground. Means nothing in Dawn of War, but it's aesthetically pleasing at the very least. Gonna wait for the Force Commander to tie some of these guys up before they move a little bit further forward, so good choice of micro from Femboy Hive Queen ×3. Don't know if I can handle one Femboy, let alone 3, but There they are. I know it's the face, it's the emoticon. I'm being silly for comedic effect, but leave me to my humour, boys and girls. Leave me to my humour. All the Space Marines are dead. The Force Commander rages on, but the moment it goes towards one, they'll start running away, and so that leaves these guys to fire to the heart's content. So another bit of beautiful micro from Dmitriev. Most unceremonious falling back from the sergeant. A command squad from Giz, and a couple of well, I imagine there will be a couple of hellhounds. No one ever goes just for the one, or maybe he does. Yeah, he's gonna go for two. It's like you know, like when you get a dog, you know, you can't just get one on its own. You're gonna get two, or if you only have one, you're gonna hang around with it a lot. You can't leave them on their own. And now the Space Marines have lost the relic on the right-hand side. So are gearing up for its potential push over here. Listening posts have not been built, though these ones have been occupied by, I assume, tech priest engine seers. Can't imagine much need for occupying them with Imperial Guardsmen. Morale been broken more or less instantly, and the AoE damage brought by the very accurate on-the-move fire by the Hellhounds are going to cause these infantry to burn and crumble in front of the advancing mechanised vehicles. Yes, a bit of a fiery bloodbath at the moment. Dmitriev being very confident in his choice of units. I mean, if you're going up against double guardsmen, you should expect a sizable amount of tanks relatively early in the game. Either some quick-going-in sentinels, or at least heavy weapons team with the las cannon. They'll rip through a hellhound relatively quickly if you provide them a little bit of support.
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
Our Space Marines have got an advanced machine pit, and they're up over here, engaging in glorious hand-to-hand combat with the Space Marines. Starting to turn our attention to the tactical marines on the back lines. No point getting a surround on the Force Commander. You can only fit so many men around him. Look how quickly they're able to rip through those tactical marine squads. Although that hellhound coming in, forcing them back, killing quite a lot of the cultists. Raps are quick and nimble. They'll get out of there. Tower now capturing these bits. Look at these guys. Happily. Oh, look. It's like bee recruits. There we go. Or was it? There's it's either wasps or bees. I can't remember, but it's like meat bees, where they make honey out of, you know, rotten meat. So it's like, I don't know, beef but honey. Honey beef, if you will. There we go. Well, if I was googling it, I remember seeing their honey, and it was quite disgusting to look at. But you know, for the more stronger stomachs of you, might find some joy in that. The sorcerer bashing the hellhound. Ah, there we go. Throws some curse balls at him. The power magic trumps all form of techno-wizardry nonsense with these tanks and such. There we go. One singular guardsman trying to take a long way home. He's got a friend. Can the friends gonna survive? I don't think they can, but you... Oh, bloody hell. Triple basilisks as well. One boomy bit for each man, and then one to share between them. Dark time indeed, but Giz here just swanning around with all his hellhounds. Definitely needs some form of anti-vehicle stuff on the go. Got plenty of stealth suit teams over here. Have you guys got your... no, but if you get your fusion blasters, that will help you a lot against these hellhounds. Always kind of just mingling around here. For whatever reason. But still, Team 1 on the top side has managed to get a good hold on the central point here. They're also recapturing the sort of... Oh, no! Femboy Hive Green, you've gone for the erroneous second heavy bolter turret. We'll forgive you this time, but... Mark my words. Young... be careful for where's Miss Landshark? Young person, I don't forgive lightly. The shield drones on the fire warriors again. Once again, go for double chassis. Don't bother with the shield drones. It won't do you any favours. A false bill of goods, I tells ya. Stealth team now going to jump over here. Now going for the fusion blasters, but then throwing a lot of their weight against the guardsmen here. Mind you, they can't see him, so I guess that's not too bad. And the guardsmen, really, I mean, a strong breeze will kill them, so that's not too bad. The basilisks, though, can attack the ground. So even if you can't see them, due to their stealthy ways, you can just hit the... There we go, look at that. But now they know where they are, they jump on in. And if you're unfamiliar with how the Fog of War works in a game of Dawn of War, if you start attacking your enemy and you hit them, then you can see them on the in the Fog of War. So artillery is quite easy to spot if you're firing from a distance. So just keep that in mind. That's why the stealth teams knew exactly where the enemy were. I'm going to fall back in good order, all towards the fire warriors here, and that will give them ample opportunity to start breaking down these Imperial Guardsmen. Look at this wonderful engagement by Ataraxia here. Crew jumping on top of the Imperial Guardsmen. Stealth teams breaking down a couple of Hellfire, or Hellhounds even, and then long-range fire from the Fire Warriors. That paragraph of text there, I just spoke a lot of repeating the word fire, so that's causing my brain to melt a bit. Heavy weapons team as well, beautiful to see. Got the men in there. Stealth teams will be spotted by the heavy bottle turrets as per what we said earlier on. But the turrets are going down one by one. Plenty of heavy weapons teams being put down by both sides. The artillery still being made use of by EB Penn. Not able to push any further forward. Chaos are kind of just milling around in the centre. You've got a lot of boys. Bring them forward. Do something. Be part of the team. As these guys kind of just hang around the corner, ready to surprise the enemy. Crew Carnivores, how much have you eaten? You've eaten 25 points. There's not a lot of health. You can go up to 200 extra if you wanted.
Setting up.
And if one crew eats the food, then all crew benefit. So it's not just a single upgrade, everyone gets it. Double heavy weapon teams opening fire in unison here. Kills one of the teams from Sergeant Dimitriov. It's a bit of a standstill at the moment. Someone starts building up their good fighting forces. Second Basilisk. So it might be artillery on artillery action here. Alan tries to sneak out, but gets caught and seen. And these guys are falling back. Where are you going? What's the plan here? You could put some pressure on this listening post if you wanted. You could even jump forward, get some looks on these heavy weapons teams, and then
reporting for duty,
that'll give the Fire Warriors some extra vision to fire down upon these guys. That being said, though, they are being slowly but surely well down by the artillery. Oh, bloody hell, yeah, double shots. It's a fair bit of damage. Can they run away before they're spotted even more? Ah, you're just attacking the ground, aren't you? That's fair enough. You hide in the ridges. The bridges and the ridges. As more heavy bottle turrets get placed down. This will be the year that Dawn of War remembers the heavy bolter turrets. A lot of army here. You could be killing this if you really wanted to. I mean, I suppose the chaos is here, but you know that chaos is here. Well, our tanks are moving forward now. Hellfire. Not Hellfire, sorry, Hellhounds. Breaking down these heavy weapons teams pretty quickly. Stealthers will jump in there, but be spotted by the... Oh dear, what a beautiful happenstance. I don't think they were planning for Stealthers to be jumping into that Valkyrie fire, but that's exactly what happened. Losing their anti-vehicle firepower more or less straight away in that opening engagement. Fire Warriors are able to take care of the infantry very quickly there, and those basilisks adding to that fire against the Cassicans. Oh, that was a quick, sharpish engagement. Another one now opening up. As Defilers and Chaos Space Marines move on forward. The Sorcerer bringing the badness to him, but also the Grey Knights reprimanding them with the exact same kind of force. All these guys in the battle lines taking AoE damage and having their morale broken. That is a beautiful placement for it. Really want to see Thielen 29 move those lads out of there. There we go. Well, push them back. Small mound of corpses building up there. And they're now going to cast their forces in a frontal direction to take advantage of a loss of army. Oh no, they're going to fall back. You've got the advantage. Press home. You've got 3 dreadnoughts and a pocket full of dreams. Well, Chaos have got bugger all here. Apart from the heretic dancing, this to file back to full health. Although maybe the Space Marines are cautious that the Tau are putting pressure on their Imperial Guard allies. But Lehman Russ is opening fire. A couple of shots with their auto cannons. Doing the business. Gascon's also coming over to see if they can get a decap on this strategic point. Let's say I really do like the use of Sergeant Dimitriev's basilisks here. Maintaining eye contact with those long-range scanners. Even Russ is coming on over. And it takes a couple of shots to kill a basilisk or two. We've got all 3 dead. Gas Specimens have got no anti-vehicle weapons available too. They might see some horrors being deep stricken in. Stealth suit team sorting them out as well. So it's been a good, I would say 10 minutes or so. And there's been some back and forth, but not much ground gained or lost for quite some time here. Just strategic use of static defense and static units, I suppose. Those heavy weapons teams and the artillery on both sides. Keeping both the north and the south quite honest in these engagements here. And, oh shit, I completely forgot to mention, we're being sponsored, what's it called? Player support, professional printing, professional painting. You want your guys to look this fancy? Being all bright green and stuff? Or the salamanders and such? It's like a green screen, but in game format. They're really good service, highly recommend them if you've got your pile of shames at home that you want to, you know, get gone and got, and you've got a tournament coming up and you want to, you know, spend time with your loved ones instead of painting religiously every day. Highly recommend them. Check them out, link in the description, and thank you for supporting the channel. And apologies for me being a piece of shit. And forgetting to mention it earlier on, I'm a tired man doing his best. I've got a major engagement on Space Marines cascade themselves forward. Dreadnought leading that charge. Orbital bombardment coming in. Oh, it's the beautiful thing. Round the battle line of them, so even if they retreat, they've got to retreat through fire. They're going to just, you know, hold the line as best they can. I don't know how much they can do it. They're outnumbered and outgunned. No, artillery coming in to spoil them, I don't think. Assault Terminators going around the flanks. Good lord. There's a whole army of Chaos men here. Now not so many. Fire's still standing. Oh no, he's not anymore. We just died just then. Taylor. This has no more of this, which is really sad. Again, you don't have to leave if you lose your army. They've got a whole army here that they can support you with. Why leave at that point? Boo to Taylor, I'm sorry. I don't normally say negative things to players, but you could just hold on for a little bit longer. Just because you've lost your army doesn't mean your allies will.
Retreat and regroup.
But the push goes forward. Whole bunch of Croots, Croot carnivores, and the dogs as well.
Is that the best you've got?
Let slip and cry the Croot Hounds of War, as they said in that book from a while ago. Yeah, this Tau player's unit composition absolutely fantastic. Just maybe a little bit, you know, a bit passive in the form of playing. They could have probably put a lot more pressure onto the Imperial Guard on the left-hand side here. But now that these Space Marines have got free reign over here, can walk inside the Imperial Guardsman's base and do the bad stuff to them, which is not great. So Sergeant Dimitriev who did a remarkable, I mean, both Tau and Imperial Guard, well done all the way through here. Definitely bringing the pain train to the enemy's faces, but no, just let down by a teammate. I'm gonna say it. So there we are. So I do believe that it was Femboy Hive Queen ×3 send this game in to the Discord. So thank you very much for sending that game in. If you want to send your games in, please do feel free to do so. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Once again, links in the description. And yeah, I will see you in a bit. Peace.